They fined me for tree roots, so I proved the tree was protected tribal heritage. 4 fines arrived in 3 weeks, totaling $2,400. Because roots from the oak in my front yard were disrupting HOA landscaping. They threatened to hire a contractor to cut the roots and bill me if I didn't comply within 72 hours, even suggesting I remove the entire tree to solve the problem permanently. I'm Jake Holloway, 44 years old, a former Marine-turned-environmental compliance technician, living on land my family has held for generations, with connections to the local tribal community that go back nearly 2 centuries. That oak was planted by tribal ancestors in the 1840s, and had stood there longer than this neighborhood existed. But the HOA president didn't care about history when he looked at me during the meeting and said, with a dismissive laugh, "It's just a tree. Don't make it a cultural drama." He said that about a federally protected cultural landmark. I went home and pulled the Tribal Cultural Registry from 1979, showing the tree listed as protected heritage, the National Historic Preservation Act documentation, and correspondence from the Tribal Heritage Office confirming any impact to the roots or trunk constituted a federal violation. I brought everything to the next meeting, laid it on the table, and said, "This tree is federally protected tribal heritage. Touch it and you commit a felony." The room went silent as board members realized what they'd done. I filed a complaint with the Tribal Preservation Office, and within 48 hours, a tribal representative arrived, documented the HOA's violation of cultural rights, and issued an immediate cease order, halting all landscaping within 30 feet of the tree pending investigation. The HOA was forced to void all my fines, pay $25,000 in civil penalties to the tribe, fund a culturally compliant root barrier system for $12,700, install heritage signage, send me a written apology, and remove all regulations restricting heritage trees from their bylaws. The State Historic Office opened a 6-month investigation. Insurance refused coverage for heritage violations and raised premiums 230%, and residents filed civil suits over the financial damage totaling over $80,000. The president got recalled, the treasurer resigned, and the landscaping contractor lost their contract. The tree was designated a protected heritage zone, meaning the HOA can never touch the root system again, and the tribal council personally thanked me for preserving their ancestors' legacy. They fined me over roots, but those roots belong to history they couldn't touch. Ever seen an HOA make a cultural mistake? Share your story below.